What's good, everybody? It is Tuesday, May the 19th, 2026, day 19 of our 40-day fast. Going into what happened yesterday, it was a late upload because I had a rehearsal scheduled for about 6:30 p.m. and that ran to about 9:30. I got home around 10 o'clock. I was able to finish editing my video and finally upload it. It was only a short video, but it was still a late upload regardless. On Sunday, when I made the decision to not exercise more than 3 times a week, if I do any at all, that really came into play when Monday came. I made a decision not to exercise because I knew that I had an outing that I had to go to later on that evening. So I didn't want to add any more stresses upon myself than I needed to. I had been to the house that we go to before to have a rehearsal. It's with a band that I played with before, so I knew kind of what to expect when I got there. The landscape, it's kind of off because the house sits on the hill, and then you have to go down some steps to the basement in order to get to the studio area. I got to trek through about 25 yards of grass, and the grass is not necessarily level. The grass is kind of like on an angle because the house sits on the top of a hill, remember? And once I finally got through those 25 yards of grass, I get to the steps, get down the steps, get inside. That's when I realized just how much of a stress that put on my legs, because my legs were done at that point. It was crazy. I thought to myself, okay, I got down here. How am I going to get back out? Fast forward, end of rehearsal. It's time to leave. I get to the steps. It takes me about 4 to 5 minutes to walk up those 11 steps. I'm taking my time. I remember that I'm fasted, and I have absolutely no strength whatsoever in my legs at all. My legs are just completely, they're done. I get to the top of the steps eventually, and then I still have another 25 yards to go back through the grass, through the angles and uneasy terrain, back to the truck so I can go home. I can only do maybe 3-4 steps at a time before I gotta stop and take a rest. Thankfully, my keyboard is strong enough that it can support me, so I was able to lean on it. I couldn't sit down nowhere, and I damn sure could not afford to fall down because that's going to be a whole nother situation. But I got through 3 steps at a time, 4 steps at a time, 5 steps at a time, take as many breaks as I needed to. I let everybody know, like, yeah, I'm fasted right now. No strength in me whatsoever. It's been quite a while. And they understood. So it was all good. Get back to the truck, get inside, get home. Thankfully, it's nothing but asphalt and concrete on the way back to the apartment. Walk back, get inside, close the door. I'm tired as ever, still regardless from what I had just had to go through. Lay my keyboard up against the wall, sit on my couch, and I'm just like, cool, I finally get to rest. Best rest I ever got. I end up falling asleep later on and waking up in the middle of the night to the meanest Charlie horse in my left calf muscle that I've ever experienced. I couldn't believe that. It literally woke me up out of my sleep. I have no strength in my legs to stand up and try to walk this out. I literally had to just kind of do counterclockwise and clockwise motions with my foot to try to stretch out that muscle and get it to stop spazzing. And eventually I do, and I'm able to get comfortable again and fall back asleep. And then we wake up today. Today I'm feeling good. My legs are still shot. I did eventually get up and go to the kitchen, get my coffee together and get my water together for the day. And I'm able to kind of go about my day as easy as I can, knowing that my body went through a full shock yesterday. And now I got to spend the next few days kind of recovering from that. But it was something that I needed to experience. I need to figure out a way. I'm thinking about investing into like a stationary bike so I can just kind of get my leg muscles more involved and active, and kind of use that as like physical training, rehabilitation training, somewhere along those lines. Just kind of get my muscles built back in my legs. So I'm investing. I'm gonna start saving up and invest into a stationary bike. I'm doing a little bit of research. I'm trying to find which one's the best one for me, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens, and yeah. Other than that, it's been a good day today. No issues mentally. Everything's physical right now as I'm trying to recover, but everything's good elsewise. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Tomorrow is day 20. We will be halfway through this fast and 20 more days to go. Until then, y'all have a good one.